Hi, Willy the Coon. I'm just trying to showcase the idea of somebody on Reddit had, and I guess that was pretty interesting. So on Breach Softcore, I quickly bought some items and tested them on my Berserker, who was Hand of Wisdom in action previously. So Mjölner, Tulfall, Voll's Devotion, romiras, Flicker Strike, Multi-Strike, giving me with double powerlessness, 1, 2, a frenzy charge and an endurance charge every time I touch anything with anything. May that be the Discharge, or may that be the Flicker Strike. There I've got melee splash, multi-strike, added lightning because of elemental equilibrium. I'm also running a Curse on Blasphemy, flammability, because I'm also using Pyre. And with Pyre, my Discharge does full fire damage. And I thought that would be a wise choice, because on bosses, I can then use Concentrated Effect to double dip for 60% more, 40% more, like all the minus resists double dip in some way, 40% more double dipping, as well as all this increased fire damage. Yay, increased fire damage and elemental damage here, and area damage, and so on and so forth. This tree is not optimized. I just threw it together and you can see I barely have all the stats I need. My gear, other than these few items, Repentance also for Iron Bill, are pretty garbage tier. Hardly any strength, hardly anything on these three, and I'm not capped at all. I'm running pretty flighting. Okay, no matter what, 5 Link Kingsguard to kind of keep me alive. Little lag. Alright, let's check a shaped strand, because that's what people run these times. See, I've got 5k life, not nearly enough to do anything beyond that point of shaped strand, but with a little better gear, like life on some of the relevant pieces, might help us to get 6k, I guess. So I also use Blood Rage for some more frenzy charges, and as you see, even just stomping around makes a huge impact, a rather huge impact. I have 6 endurance charges and 5 frenzy charges, 1 skilled and 1 from the Kraton Merciless. This is beyond, I didn't really calculate that in, I can go all the time, and if the build can't do it, it's no good build. That's my philosophy. I also skip because that's just a demo on any loot, and like 80% of the trash keeps staying behind me. Ooh, scary. But life is balanced. That's why I survived there. See, I would not have survived here. Not at all. Another excuse, my rig is not completely garbage. It's rather like a godlike laptop, and that's where the bottleneck comes in. I guess let's do the boss. Let's do them with Conk Effect, just for a little show off of performance. Because with flammability we have kind of a chance to ignite them. There you could just see the ignite on the boss, this health bar. Yeah, exactly. The Blade Vortex comes from cast 1 damage taken with the Doridries, which gives us 2 frenzy charges and 2 endurance charges, as well as the cast 1 damage taken. No, that's the wrong cast 1 damage taken, of course. Cast 1 damage taken, Blade Vortex Spell Echo doesn't work, but I didn't do that. Fist of Lightning, increased duration, something else, something, I don't know. This is just to proc Elemental Equilibrium. As flasks, it's Series Promise, Bitter Leech, Dying Sun, great against Reflect, great against large packs, I guess. Anti-Bleed, Onslaught, Anti-Freeze, Basalt Flask. You could do maybe even really a huge amount more damage if you use Voll Lightning Trap on bosses, of course, 50% more, double dipping. Or you could use, for the same reason, how was it called? The Lightning Flask, Vessel of Winter. Other links I've got here is Control Destruction, Discharge, Conk Effect, maybe Increased Area of Effect, Fortify, Leap Slam, faster attacks, also proccing the Discharge. It is great to farm Dried Lake or like tier 6, tier 7 maps. You can just Leap Slam around and everything dies. Gonna show that real quick. Other gems are 5-link faster attacks, Flicker Strike, Multi-Strike, 3 staples, added lightning. Maybe you can also use Herald of Thunder to add some lightning damage, because we cannot use any other ring. You can use, of course, you can drop a pyre, use a yellow ring, and then you use Blasphemy, Elemental Weakness, not Flammability, but that does half the amount of damage your burns do. So much for the important part, I guess. This is melee splash just to get some AoE into the Elemental Equilibrium for blue packs. Yeah, so jump around, jump, jump. This is quite a lot of fun, and this is maybe, if you put Val Haste and run Haste instead of my garbage Purity, you could maybe level gems, Val Spark, equivalent, Dried Lake, I don't know. But it's definitely cheaper and does perform quite well in maps, I guess, just like the Cosby's Discharge. One last thing I maybe need to show is how you could even equip those two things together. Now there's a guide. Go here, purchase any garbage wand. Oh my god, I unequipped it. Alright, swap the Tulfall in your offhand. Drop the Mjölner in Dried Lake. Drop. Now there's the spooky part, where you have to sell this item.
I'm watching you.
And you see, he's got the wand in his left hand. That's the offhand. That means he's not got any weapon type assigned yet. Pick up the Mjölner, Mjölner main hand, Tulfall offhand. That's it from me. Thanks for watching, showing interest. All credits go to the other guy on Reddit. I shall hit comment if he sees this. Bye.